On the 27th, we all heard devastating news. Lee Sun-kyun passed away at the age of 48. He was many people's favorite actor. He did great works like Parasite, My Mister, and Coffee Prince. However, the past few months were very difficult for him. He had to suffer scrutiny from the media and netizens due to his ongoing case involving substance abuse. His case and G-Dragon's case showed how toxic and horrible K-media and netizens are. As well, it showed how unfair and corrupt prosecutors are in Korea. Unfortunately, all this seems to have ended Lee Sun-kyun's life. On December 27th, Lee Sun-kyun was discovered unconscious inside a parked car in a park located in Jongnyo-gu, Seoul. According to the police, an emergency call was received at 10:12 a.m. reporting that my husband had left the house after writing a note that resembles a will. Responding promptly, the police swiftly located the actor's vehicle in a park approximately 30 minutes later at around 10:30 a.m. Inside the car, authorities found Lee Sun-kyun unconscious, alongside a briquette discovered on the passenger seat. Later on, police and his agency announced his passing. His agency, Hodu Entertainment, released a statement. "This is Hodu Entertainment. We are sorry to bring you sad news. Actor Lee Sun-kyun passed away on December 27th. There is no way to contain our sorrow and despair. We respectfully ask that you refrain from spreading false facts based on speculation and malicious reports based on them so that the deceased's final journey will be in peace. The funeral will be held quietly with the bereaved family and colleagues in attendance. We express our deepest condolences on the deceased's final journey." Even after this tragic news, Korean netizens still left inappropriate comments. What about the rest of the family? It's irresponsible. If I were an ordinary person, I wouldn't have harmed myself, but since he's a celebrity in the center of attention, even if it were me, I don't think I would have been in my right mind to endure it. It's a wound to the rest of the family. They're still left behind with everything. There are people who have it even worse. It's irresponsible to the end. What should his family do now? This is my first time writing since the Lee Sun-kyun incident broke out, and I'm disgusted by the people who say things even here. I think it's excessive to beat celebrities to death because they're too involved in the substance scandal. It's their private life and their family's problem. As third parties, do we have the right to say anything? Netizens, if you want to criticize substances, you should criticize the stars who continue to work even after using substances. They are also double-heartedly lenient towards those stars. Taking substances is the individual's problem, but continuing to work after taking substances is against the public interest. I think it's a matter to think about. Anyway, stop criticizing celebrities. You can just be investigated, pay the price and reflect. Why should you pass away, OMG? You can be punished for the crime you committed and live well again, but if there is something truly unfair, you should live to solve it. What if it just goes away like that? What is this? What good is it? What about the rest of the family? Why not just pay for your sins, reflect on yourself, and live? It's sad to see Korean netizens still judge him even after he passed away. He did make mistakes, however, the backlash he got for it was unnecessary. It only destroyed him inside, and he couldn't fight anymore. Not everyone can handle this much hate. One person commented exactly what I was thinking after reading K-netizens' comments. Oh my god, they act like they had no part in this decision, really. Since October, Lee Sun-kyun has denied all the accusations of him doing substances. The last questioning took place on December 23rd, where the actor was questioned for 19 hours that lasted into the early hours of Christmas Eve. After the questioning, he said, "I hope the police will judiciously determine who between me and the blackmailers holds credibility in their statements." As well, Sun-kyun had requested a polygraph test from the police a day before his passing. In addition, it has been revealed that the police violated investigation disclosure rules by rejecting Lee Sun-kyun's request to keep his summons private. On December 22nd, a day before the third summons investigation, Lee Sun-kyun's defense attorney stated this in a phone call with Yonhap News. Even though Lee Sun-kyun is a public figure, the police have already summoned him twice publicly. This time, we requested a private summons, but it was not accepted. At the time, an official from the Incheon Police Department stated, Lee's attorney did not request a private summons and explained, "We will accept the request if made." However, when Lee Sun-kyun's defense attorney strongly requested a private summons again, the police reportedly responded, "It's difficult." Regarding this matter, an official from the Incheon Police Department explained, "Some broadcast reporters have expressed the position that public summons should be carried out, and stated, even within the reporter group, opinions are divided, and summoning him privately might cause more harm to the suspect if he is caught on video or in photos as if he were hiding." During this process, Lee Sun-kyun's defense attorney asserted that the lie detector test must be conducted privately. Regarding this, an official from the Incheon Police Department stated, "It is true that private summons is a principle," and clarified, "The police have never publicly disclosed Lee's summons schedule." Which is just nonsense, it just shows how corrupted they are. As stipulated by Article 16 of the Rules on Publicity of Police Investigations, etc., the head of a police agency is mandated not to permit the media to film or record attendance or investigation proceedings. Should filming or recording be necessary, measures must be implemented to ensure that individuals related to the case are not exposed. Everyone involved in this case are a bunch of clowns, including his lawyer. He was set up to fall hard, no real due process and no benefit of a doubt. Korea court system and the police are a joke just like the West. The Korean Police Department did an investigation based on gossip, lol, that's how fucking stupid they are. I wonder why they haven't investigated the other 1% heirs that were on the list from the salon. Those guys must be really untouchable. Not only his all requests were denied, but as well how the news of his passing came out. It was revealed that the report of Lee Sun-kyun's death was posted on the online community MLB Park at around 10:47 a.m., 13 minutes before the first media report. A post titled, "It seems actor Lee Sun-kyun has passed away," was posted, and the poster wrote a brief post saying, "It's regrettable." People did not believe at first as there were no news articles yet. There are no articles on this. What nonsense are you saying? However, 13 minutes later, the post was proven to be true after media outlets reported on Lee Sun-kyun's death. Many netizens are wondering how this poster knew about Lee Sun-kyun's death even before the media. Many are speculating that the poster is an official working with the police or the fire department. Some Korean police officers are turning the whole country into a big joke. I really hope legal actions would be taken against them by his family. They are doing everything except their job. The way they've been handling this case since day one is disgusting. They used to leak information to the media but now prefer leaking the news in online communities first. Police as well released to the media his farewell note. Lee Sun-kyun left a note to his wife stating, "There's nothing that can be done and this is the only way." Additionally, the late actor left a message to the representative of his agency, "I'm sorry the penalty fees for the advertisement and film are so high," expressing the burden of the hefty fines associated with breaking the advertising and film contracts. Due to the unfairness in Lee Sun-kyun's investigation, Dispatch released their own reports, claiming that Lee Sun-kyun was the sacrificial lamb of the police and the media. Despite the shocking passing of Lee Sun-kyun, the Incheon police maintained the stance that there were no issues in the investigation process. Dispatch disagreed, claiming instead that the investigation was flawed from the beginning. Lee Sun-kyun became the sacrificial lamb for both Kim, who needed to sell someone out in order to obtain leniency, and the Incheon police, who needed to perform for the higher-ups. On November 24th, Lee Sun-kyun's second hair follicle test returned negative. Netizens heavily rebuked the police for forcing multiple drug tests on both Lee Sun-kyun and G-Dragon without reliable evidence. Later that evening, KBS News obtained an exclusive recording of a phone call between Lee Sun-kyun and Kim, diverting attention from the negative drug test results. We don't need to even wonder how KBS News obtained recorded phone calls. While Kim had searched for ways to sell someone out, the Incheon police also had concerns of their own. In order to report proof of performance to the Ministry of Public Administration and Security, which is currently supporting a nationwide campaign known as the War Against Drugs, the Incheon police were eager to collude with the press to divert national attention to a progressing, high-profile illegal drug case. Particularly, when Lee Sun-kyun's drug tests repeatedly returned negative, the Incheon police resorted to leaking details about Lee Sun-kyun's private life to the media in an attempt to save face. Dispatch ended their report with this. Can the police continue to remain innocent in Lee Sun-kyun's death? Not only Dispatch was angry, but so was the MBC announcer. Lee Sun-kyun left a message on her Facebook offering condolences to the bereaving family of Lee Sun-kyun. We cannot know how the late Lee Sun-kyun felt when it comes to his passing, but I want to point out the exclusive reports made by KBS. KBS previously released a confidential phone conversation between Lee Sun-kyun and the entertainment establishment manager A. In the voice recording, Lee Sun-kyun is heard confessing his feelings to the manager by saying, "I really like you too. You know that, right?" The manager responds, "I don't know. Since you don't express it." The conversation in the call with the person identified as the manager of an entertainment establishment should have remained private. While it's possible to criticize the actions of the deceased, I don't know what journalistic value there was in that report, except ruining someone's life. That report is just a knife wielded not just at the late Lee Sun-kyun, but it stabbed innocent people, his wife and children. It is a lasting scar that would be difficult to heal in this digital era when everything is preserved on the internet. His decision to take his own life was wrong. I'm worried about the family he left behind. I hope the people around them can protect them well. I loved his acting. May he rest in peace. I do hope this will change a lot in South Korea, as how Lee Sun-kyun was treated was really unfair. The Korean government doesn't release the faces of people who live others, but they make a huge fiasco about celebrities being investigated for substance abuse. And especially, the police did not have any evidence, just Kim's words, and Kim was proven to be a liar before. She lied about G-Dragon. We now just need to hope that these people will be punished and that, in the future, nothing like this will happen again.